Recording. Alright, it is now recording. Yo guys, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Bootio's Boy Wrestling Fan, back here today with another interview. I'm with Mike Drinkwater. How's it going, Mike?
It's going good. Living the dream.
Living the dream? That's nice. I feel like that's one of 5 shirts that I've seen you wore on your live videos.
Yes. The Lucky Lottery shirt.
So, if for those of you who don't know, Mike is a professional wrestling fan. He goes to shows like I do, and he's just a fan, just like the rest of us. His last name is hard to pronounce, so I'm gonna let him take it away. How do you pronounce your last name?
Drinkwater.
Drinkwater?
Yeah, like you kind of like stutter at the beginning and then say water, like Drinkwater.
Drinkwater.
Yeah, that's good. That's close.
So let's get this started. Now, Mike, how long have you been a professional wrestling fan?
Oh God, and this is gonna show my age. Probably for a good, I want to say a good 27, 28 years.
So pretty much your whole life, because you look like a 20-year-old.
Actually, I'm 33. Yeah, I know.
You were supposed to go along with that, Mike.
Okay,
that
fine. Yes. I'm actually 20. I'm 28.
28. Nice. Now, I think we're in a group chat called the Fan Roundtable, and pretty much all of us in there hate one specific person. Can you guess who that is?
Oh God. What would it be? Chris Cannon?
Yes, it is. Congratulations. Would you say that Chris Cannon is kind of like MJF, but kind of a little like he's not. Chris Cannon is a really bad person. He's a douchebag, a dick, and but he's not on the level that MJF is. But would you say he's kind of on his way to being an MJF person?
Yeah, he's very, very close to that line of being just like him. So, because he's gone off on me, I know he's probably gone off on you.
Yeah, he has. Although I kind of was a smart ass with him. So, by the way, you can swear if you want to, as long as you don't cross the line. Don't take it too far. You don't have to swear in every sentence. But there's no rules on this show. So pretty much, you said 20 years that you have been a wrestling fan.
Yeah,
What got you into wrestling?
It's kind of a funny story.
Let's sit back and listen to this.
Yeah, get comfortable. So, me and my parents went to go out for get takeout, and we gone out, and we come back home, and I was the first one in the house, and I'm standing there. I'm like, I hear something going on the TV. I'm like looking around. I'm like, I hear voices. I'm like, what's going on? And we stop and we listen. We ended up leaving the TV on in my den. So I'm like, oh, okay. So me and my kid go in the den, and there's an episode of WCW Saturday Night on. I'm like, okay. I'm like, what is this? And my dad was about to turn the TV off. I'm like, Dad, leave the TV on. I like this stuff. I want to watch it. He's like, oh, okay. As long as you're going to watch it and enjoy it, go ahead. I'm like, okay. So I sat down, and it was a match between, I think it was like I know Hacksaw Jim Duggan was on there, and it was, I think, a jobber or something. I can't remember who his opponent was, but I didn't. So it must have been a jobber if I can't really remember who it was. So, but I was sitting there watching, and I'm like I was just like staring at the TV. I was so enthralled with it. I'm like, oh, this is so awesome. I'm like, there's this guy that represents the U.S. and he's a wrestler, and I'm like, this is cool. I'm just gonna continue watching it. And they said that they were gonna have, this was pre Monday Nitro, so this was in late '94 or so, and they said, oh, we're gonna be having a TV show on Monday nights, and check that out. And I'm like, okay. And I started watching WCW Saturday Night, and I'm like, okay, this is awesome. And I became a big WCW fan, like Keelik mentioned last night. I've always been WCW, and and then I noticed that they had another promotion, which was the WWE. I'm like, all right, well, I'll check them out and see what they're about. And that's when they had the Monday Night Raw. So I was like, okay, I'll watch that every Monday night and see what happens, if I like it or not. Got hooked on that. And then I was watching it back and forth. I mainly watched Monday Night Raw and like a little bit of like I kind of alternated a little bit between commercials, I guess, if you want to say. But like now that we have the WWE network, I'm watching more WCW, and I've been watching the pay-per-views. So that's pretty much how I got into the wrestling. And I also my first event that I went to, the main event, Bob Backlund versus Bret Hart in a steel cage match.
Cool. Who would you say is your favorite wrestler?
God.
Like your first favorite, like
the one I fell in, Macho Man Randy Savage. He was the first one that I absolutely was like, holy crap, this guy is awesome. I'm really big on him. He was like my first one, and then like that's like in the past him. It was kind of like a 3-way tie, I guess. It was him, Owen Hart, and Yokozuna, and well, actually, I'll make that a 4-way tie, and Vader. So those 4 are my favorites. If you want to talk old school, Stan Hansen is my old school favorite, and Bruiser Brody. I love those 2 guys. They were my favorite.
R.I.P.
Yeah. And then currently, there's a couple, but if I have to pick one, it has to be the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne, my all-time favorite right now.
You know, when you said Macho Man, I immediately thought, oh, he must have just snapped everyone into a Slim Jim.
Yeah. Well, he was just his craziness. I loved his craziness.
It was crazy when he jumped off the top rope at WrestleMania 3 against Steamboat with the bell thing.
Yeah, that match is probably that one is definitely in my top 5 favorite matches.
Now, for those of you who don't also know Mike, he does a thing on his Facebook, which I don't know if you want me to promote it. If you want
Go
to,
ahead.
Mike the Drinkwater on Facebook. Not every day, he's taking some breaks from it, but he does Lotto and Chat, which is basically a thing. He takes the lottery tickets, scratches those things. Whatever he wins, he just keeps for himself. He doesn't share with the rest of the round table fam. Also, last night we waited 10 minutes for $2 lousy dollars. $2 for 10 minutes.
Well, the catchwords take a little while, so that's why. And unfortunately,
go ahead.
Unfortunately, that's all I won last night. I lost on the other 4, and I lost on my $20 ticket. So all I won was a whole entire $2. So that was pretty disappointing.
It was. I mean, Kincaid was just angry. He hung up. Can you tell? Mostly, actually, when you do get a winner on your tickets, you say hold the phone. Can you tell us more on why hold the phone?
All right. Well, I watched this guy on YouTube. His name is Jigsaw Jeff. He also does scratching and lotteries. Well, every time he gets a match or a win or whatever, he says, hold the phone. I'm like, I love that term. That is fantastic. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start doing a lottery tickets. And if I win, I think I would win. I'm going to use the term. And I messaged him on YouTube. I said, hey, look, do you mind if I use your term, hold the phone in uncharted territory? I said, I love the terms, and I want to use them in my video if I win. He says, be my guest. So I got his okay in letting me use those terms. So I'm like, I figured they were cool terms. Why not use them?
Yeah, I did the same thing. I was going to make a custom like action figure belt for my WWE figures. I was going to make a hardcore title, but the name was the King of Chaos title. And like I had contacted Logan Black, and I was like, "Hey, can I use your nickname or like your name for a title name?" And he was like, "Go ahead, man." Nice. So Who would you say? You don't come to the shows that I go to, but I know you're at Battlefront Pro. Uh, what other ones are you at? Because I forgot. The Battlefront is the only one I know.
I've gone to Northeast Wrestling, which is based out of Connecticut. It's like I think like Bethany and a couple other areas in Connecticut that I've been to.
I heard of it. Yep.
Yeah. And then I've been to Beyond Wrestling once in was it once? No, twice in Rhode Island. I went down there, and then I went down to XWA in Rhode Island as well. And that's actually where I met AJ Styles. He was on like his final independent like tour thing, and he was there, and I got to meet him. So he was pretty awesome, and I got to talk to him. So, but yeah, I've been to those two. But yeah, other than that, I mean, those are pretty much like the only ones and I want to check out Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling.
Me too. Did you watch that heavyweight title match last week?
Yeah.
That was awesome. And of course, the guest from Sunday's Roundtable, Ref William Thompson. He was the ref in that match.
Or Ref Bill, as you want to call him.
So, or I just called him Ref, the Zebra. It's Zebra. Now, how long have you been going to independent wrestling shows?
Let's see, probably a good, I want to say maybe a good like 14, 15 years. Even though I stopped going, I was at PvP day one when they changed their name and everything. I was there from day one, watching every single show, going to every single show, not missing one, getting there early, staying late. And then there used to be another one that was in Chicopee. It was called RPW, which is now a promotion, I think, in England or something. But this one was here in the States. And the guy, the promoter, Eric Newton, who unfortunately passed away, he was such an awesome guy. He would run shows, and he would have like big names come to the shows and stuff. And that's actually, if you remember, that's where my video of me reffing, that's where that's the promotion I reffed for, was him in that tag team match. So he gave me the opportunity to do that and to call a couple of matches pre-show.
At least the video that you showed us that had a story behind it. If you want to tell us that story about how you almost you got shoved against the wall, is what I would say. Take it away.
All right. Well, what happened was it was my first time ever refereeing for a promotion and everything. And, like anybody, you're nervous if you're going to a big crowd for the first time and everything. So I was in there, and I had my friends out in the crowd and everything. So, of course, they're going to yell at me and stuff. But, I'm standing there. It was a tag team match. And during the match, one of the wrestlers is like, shoving me and stuff. I'm like, I didn't know what to do. So he was just shoving me and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll just go along with it. So I'm like going along with it. Yeah, and my computer went off. But yeah, so I'm like, okay, I'll go along with it. So I'm like, so he did it and everything. And I know later in the night he came up to me and said, hey, sorry I didn't tell you pre-match, that I was going to do that. I'm like, don't worry about it. So he was cool with me and stuff. So during the match, I was going down and I was doing the 1, 2, 3 count, and I was supposed to stop like really close to the mat. So, but my muscle went like that, and the freaking guy didn't kick out. So I was like 1, 2, and I went 3, and I'm like, I waved it off. I'm like, no. And they're like, okay. So there was like maybe 3 more minutes in the match. So I did my thing, did the 1, 2, 3, went back in the backstage and everything. So former WWE superstar Manu, I don't know if you're familiar with him. He was part of Randy Orton. He had that like legacy group with Ted DiBiase Jr. and Cody Rhodes. Yeah.
Manu. What?
Manu. Yeah.
There was like only 3 of them in Legacy though.
Well, he was kind of like a fourth like added. He wasn't in there that long. He was maybe in the WWE for maybe like, I want to say maybe like 6 or 7 months maybe. He wasn't really so, but he wasn't really friendly. So I went backstage. And he came up to me, and he grabbed me by the collar like this, and he pushed me against the wall, and he says, you're such a screw-up. He says, and he's swearing at me, and he says, don't you fucking ever do that again. And I'm like staring like, holy crap. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, it's my first time, and like you're bound to make a mistake, once in a while, even if it's your first time. So there's this guy Joey Eastman. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
I
So
saw him at Lucas Wrestling in Maine.
nice. So he came up and he shoved Manu out of the way, and he says, "Dude, leave the kid alone. It was his first time, and he did a really good job for his first time." And he says, "Just leave the kid alone. He made one little mistake. It was fixable, and don't worry about it." And he's like going off on him. So Eric Newton came over, and he says, "Look, get out of the building. I'm done with you. You're not going to get paid. Get out." And he ended up kicking him out of the building, and he left. And like everyone else said, I did a good job, and they really thought, if I continue doing it, like with the practice and everything, I could be a really good ref. And unfortunately, I stopped. I had like a couple more in Rhode Island with one of my friends, where I refereed the Dan the Man Lucas Sharp match, which I still am trying to find the footage of, which I got kicked in the face by Dan the Man.
Yeah, that's the footage we want to see. We don't want to see your first match. We want to see the kicked in the face, the Drinkwater.
I know. I'm trying to see. I don't know if because I'm typing it in and I can't find it. So it's like I type in the promotion and I think he took it down, but it was like 10 years ago. So
yeah. I mean, that was like YouTube before YouTube was YouTube. So
right.
Let's see. What else can I ask you? Who came up with the nickname Drinkwater?
That would be the one and only Mr. Don Kincaid. We were at a Battlefront show, and he's like, "Oh, I don't know how to say your name, so I'm just gonna call you Drinkwater." I'm like, "Okay," and he did like a little like quick like 45-second stirring the pot episode with me, and he's like, "Oh, look who I came across! It's the like big like the incomparable Drinkwater," and like he started and freaking Kulik and his crew started chanting Drinkwater, and I'm like, what the heck? And then the funniest thing, the lights went off because the show was about to start. And I said, "Look what you did! You turned the lights off. You caused the power outage. Way to go!" So, but he was the one that I'm gonna give him all the credit. He's the one that started the whole Drinkwater thing.
Now, if you want to talk about this, you can. If you don't, you don't. But if according to my calculations, you told me about a story. We were both at this show. It was back in August. It was the Big Time Wrestling and Blitzkrieg Pro together. And MJF was there. I paid $20 to meet a guy just to tell me I smelled like a pile of shit. But I also heard that you had a story from him. If you want to talk about it, please go ahead.
Well, he ended up. I kind of think it's kind of funny, but in a way, he was kind of a.
In that moment, it's so rude, but like you look back at it, it's like ha ha ha. Like,
yeah. Well, he ended up calling me like a fat piece of shit, pretty much, saying that I was overweight, and he was like mocking me for my weight. I'm looking at him like, "Hey, look, I used to weigh almost 300 pounds. I'm down to like 160 now, like 160, 170, somewhere around there." I'm like, "Hey, I laugh at this." He's like, "Oh, I don't effing care," and all this, and he's like going off on me, and he's like, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm glad I didn't. Unfortunately, you poor kid paid a freaking $20 bill to him to do that." But I'm like, "Oh God, this guy's like freaking like flipping me off and like telling me to go away," and he was just, and then I was with my friend and he's got a daughter, and I was known for being the uncle to her, and he's like, "Oh, who's that?" He says, "Is that your girlfriend?" Or he's like, "Is that your like daughter and girlfriend?" I'm like, "Okay, you're kind of creepy right now, so I'm just gonna walk away." So he was just. I never saw a person besides Chris Cannon. I've never seen a person so angry and like, even though I think he's doing a phenomenal job in AEW right now. I mean, I'm not gonna say he's a terrible wrestler, but his whole heel persona, I'll give him credit. It's working for him.
Literally, he's a friend on Facebook with me, but I don't think it's him. I think it's just a fake account. But I read it. Let's see if I can find it. Maxwell Friedman. It's and like of course in parentheses next to the name it says real MJF. Okay. Oh, wait a second. I might be right. I don't. Wait, am I fucking? I don't know. Because
I
all of
think
a
I
sudden
am.
it's friendless. What?
I think I am. I think I got. I think I think he friend requested me, and I'm like,
You
all right.
are. Yup. You are friends with him. So am I. And it's like his friend list is now at 5,000. But there's like so many. I don't even know what is real and what's not anymore. Like,
Yeah.
because there's so many fake accounts, and like I know I saw one comment. It was like, you're not the real MJF," and he was like, "Look at my Twitter," because I just wrote that on there too, and it was like, "Oh, it is him," but it's like I don't know.
Yeah. It's like kind of. Some of them are sketchy. Some of them are not.
Like it's like, all right, yeah, a friend to like a 16-year-old like kid, and then but he is friends with like other people like independent wrestlers like Aiden Agro from Main State Posse, he's on
Yeah.
there. And there's like other ones too, but it's just crazy. You don't know what's real and what's not. For all I know, that John Cena follow from Twitter could be fake, but it has the verified. So,
Yeah.
um, let's see. Um, back to Lotto in chat. You did say I asked you if you would do one on the Bootio's Boy Wrestling Fan interview show. Are you going to do one for the fans?
I can most certainly do that for you.
My
I,
100 subs, but I only get like 50 views on everything.
I'll do one of my $2 cash matches for you.
All right, and what happens if you win? You buying the merch? We splitting it 50-50? What's gonna happen?
What the fan roundtable merch?
Yeah, if you win.
If you want, I'll definitely kick in a good amount of the money.
Mm-hmm.
I got you, kid. Don't worry.
We can start a charity, fan roundtable merch.
Well, we'll do a GoFundMe page.
Yes, exactly.
We need all the money for fan roundtable shirts. All right, so here's the $2 ticket we're gonna do, which is I'll act like it's a video that I'm doing. Lotto chat, and sorry for the weird angle, but
Hold the phone.
Hold the phone. All right, so we're gonna do the cash match, which is a match and win. You get the stack of coins for the auto win, and then your winnings you can either multiply them by 1, 2, or 5 times. And this is ticket number 180.
That is so much math that like just gave me a headache. Just scratch the numbers, man. That's all you have to do is scratch.
That's what I just did. So we got 17 and 18 right now. So we got our winning numbers. So we got 8, 16, 1 off, 15, 6, 4, 11. We got 9, 13, 20, and a 14. We lost.
Oh.
Let's see if we won though. I would have multiplied it by a 1 time. So you know what? Just for you, future, I'm gonna do one more.
Yay!
So.
See, Don Kincaid didn't get this on his channel last night.
Nope.
We got a crossword puzzle that we got $2 on.
Hey, at least we got a win.
Exactly, but Kincaid's face was priceless though.
Hell yeah, that was awesome.
And then when you said the merch thing, when I brought up the merch, he's like, "What?" And then you like said it.
He was like, I don't know what you mean. So all right, here we go. 20 and 13 are our winning numbers on ticket 181. All right, we got a 17, a 6, a 4, 19, 1 off, 10, a 12, 1 off. Oh my God, all these 1 offs. 11, 3. Hold the phone, future. Hold the phone. Would you believe it? We got a win. Look at it. We got, I don't know if you can see it, we got the stack of coins for the auto win. I got one more spot to scratch. Let's see if we get anything else to go along with the coins. We don't. We have an 8 on that. So, all right, let's see what we get.
See.
I know, right?
I think my chair just broke that I sat in. I don't know.
All right, we got $1 under it, but let's see what we're going to multiply. It's either going to be a 2 or 5 times symbol. We'll multiply. Oh, we got it. Guess what? We got a repeat win of the same amount from last night.
No. Now we have $4. Is that what you're saying?
We got $1 under the stack of coins for 2 times. We got $2.
So
Like,
we got $4 total.
no, $2, just $2. Because we got 2 times
I know,
1.
but I know, but like if you
From
add,
last night.
yes,
Okay. Yeah, $4. That's all we got.
my chair broke,
Oh no. Oh
and
no.
I don't know if I go through the floor. If I go on the floor, you know what happened. All right. One more question. Now, if you put your phone back to where it was, like not when you were doing the scratch tickets, but to the left of you, I think. If you turn your phone to the left, yes, that one. No, other way. I'm seeing some pictures on a. It looks like a bookshelf to me. What are those?
Well, are you talking about like there or like the pictures?
The
pictures?
pictures, the cutout pictures on the.
They're pictures of I got like WWE divas. I got them there, and then if you could see behind me on the door there, there's more there, and then there's more on my entrance of my room too. So I got
Jesus.
so I got to wake up to a good view, you know.
Oh, I see it. Do you have any questions for me, Drinkwater?
Oh, now you're turning the tables on me.
Hold the phone.
Hold the phone. The tables are turned. Let's see. Are you seeing as well once wrestling gets back to having live people and stuff? Are you going to be expanding your viewing of other promotions?
Definitely. I will be going to Battlefront. Now that I know more people, Battlefront is one of them. The Shut Up and Wrestle Combine, that one I'm going to. So yeah, definitely my thing will be expanding. I've always wanted to go to like Beyond and even like XWA and even Wrestling as of tomorrow.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to those shows, but it's like so far, and like they're like Beyond is during the week, like they do the taping things, and it's just I have no transportation, but soon.
But trust me, it's if you get down to like a XWA or Beyond, if you happen to, you're gonna get your money's worth no matter what, and the traveling is definitely worth it because, like I went to XWA and I got to meet AJ Styles. I met Gene Snitsky there. I met Carlito. I made fun of his fro.
Do you have an apple slice in it? In this afro?
No, I wish. I didn't though. But
all right, well, this interview was only supposed to be like 5 minutes. You said for a few minutes, but we ended up doing almost 30 minutes, 28 minutes. We're going. Well, thank you for allowing me to interview you and getting to know you a little more.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have just watched a Budio's Boy interview. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that. This has been Drinkwater, and Budio's Boy Wrestling Fan. Have a nice day.